Good morning, and welcome to episode 201 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Well, last week I was in Miami for a conference. This week, after a brief stint at home, I'm down in New Orleans, back here again for the annual New Orleans Investment Conference. This is the 50th anniversary of this wonderful conference. It was started back in the 70s by James U. Blanchard III, who was a champion of both liberty and sound money. And he, with this conference, led the grassroots effort to legalize gold here in America. A lot of Americans don't even realize that it was illegal to own gold from 1933 until 1975. And that was lifted in 75 largely due to Jim Blanchard's efforts spearheaded with this conference. Jim passed a number of years ago, but Brian London has carried the torch ever since for many years and done an amazing job. It's a conference as a hard money and sound money advocate we will always support, we always have, and we always will. So we're down here to do just that. In the meantime, around the world, tensions are escalating between both Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine fired a first strike attack on a Russian border town, and President Putin signed a decree saying it is okay to use nuclear weapons in response to a massive ground attack on Russia. Gold and Bitcoin are both responding. Gold is up nearly 1% from last week. Bitcoin has topped $94,000 per Bitcoin. Silver continues to lag. So let's take a look at those numbers from last week to this. Gold is up 0.7% to 2,627.10 an ounce. It stood at 2608.40 last week. Silver is the only precious metal that is down this week. It's down 0.2% to $30.94. That's 7 cents less an ounce than the 31.01 last week. Platinum is up 1.7%. It stands at $9.72 an ounce. Last week it was $9.56 an ounce. And palladium is up 7.9% to $1,049 an ounce. It was $9.72 an ounce last week. With gold outperforming silver, the number of ounces of silver it takes to buy an ounce of gold has increased. So the gold-silver ratio stands this week at 84.91 ounces. It was 84.11 last week. And the US dollar is flexing a little bit of its muscles. It stands at 106.64 on the legacy index. It was 105.98 last week. The post-election dip in both gold and silver continues. This is a dip to embrace. Go ahead and take action. Buy well right here, right now. It is not one to be feared, and we're not the only ones who think so. Goldman Sachs is out with a report saying that they believe gold will top $3,000 by the end of 2025. I think that is an incredibly conservative estimate, but again, we're not alone. Want you to go ahead and take advantage of this dip. Buy well now while you can. It will not last. As always, we like you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us, send us your comments and questions. Take our twice weekly, always something interesting alerts and our once monthly information line newsletter. But in the end, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.